Yes. Is it working now? No, it's working. Yay. Okay. So the time has finally arrived. Return to Monkey Island being released today. Very exciting. Been looking forward to this one. I was a bit surprised when they announced it. Didn't expect it to actually appear so soon. So it's good that it's come out this year. I thought it would be nearer Christmas time. The robe. I've got my traditional pirate robe on here. Do you like it? It's good on it. I think it accentuates my ample bosom. Accentuates? That's not the right word, is it? Whatever, you know what I mean. Right, let's load this bad boy. I did do a cheeky load up just to check it actually worked beforehand, and it does, which is good. But I've not gone any further than the title screen, so let me get this on and then share it to the stream. Turn this music off. There we go. Right, let's get the game on. Where is it? Return to Monkey Island. Yeah. Here it is. Can you all hear that and see that? Okay. Play the Monkey Secret Monkey Island main theme. Ah, you nearly got me. Nearly got me. Press quit. Okay. What quit does. Right, what we got? View the scrapbook if you are new to Monkey Island and need a refresher. I'm definitely going to do that. Let's have a quick refresher. Settings. So I set the video to highest. See how that goes. Full screen. Everything's turned on. Right, controls. Pause. Spacebar. Skip dialogue line. Full stop. Okay, that's pretty standard. Highlight all objects. Is that tab? It's tab, isn't it? Yeah, tab. Open inventory I. Open to-do list T. To-do list? Interesting. Open C-map. C-map as well. Maybe do some exploring. Open settings. Why wouldn't open settings just be escape? Alt and L, load game, Alt and S, save game. Scroll dialogue history up and down. Show dialogue history. Okie dokes, very good. Right. Probably won't remember any of that, but whatever. Text and language. What we got on there? What's that say? English US. Can we get English UK? Oh man. Speech only, text and speech. Text only. Let's do text and speech. Text speech medium. SFX subtitles, what does that mean? Or is that like audio description thing? Previously on feature, what the hell does that mean? Writer's cut, more blabber, worse pacing. No, I'm not doing that. I might do that afterwards, maybe, once I've played it through. Okay. Right, let's have a look at this scrapbook then. I mean, is this that might be the thing that they announced earlier anyway. Let's give it a look.
Hey, want to see my mighty pirate scrapbook? It's filled with my adventures.
Yes, please. Do I have to click something? Oh, yes. Okay. Open book, left mouse button.
Ever since I was a kid, I wanted to be a mighty pirate.
Guybrush, shadow of Guybrush. Lots of doodles of his name. Mighty pirate. Crabs. Okay. So you can click that, all that.
That's me, Guybrush 3
Alright, so that's to find out more.
That's me, Guybrush 3
That's to go to the next page, okay.
That's me, Guybrush 3
Gives us. That's me, Guybrush 3 okay.
In the old days, you became a pirate by completing 3 trials to prove your worth. The pirate leaders were in charge of the 3 trials, acting as judge, jury, executioner, and
so you should remember this, Daddy, because we played through Monkey Island 1 and 2 fairly recently. If you were paying attention, obviously.
Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. Treasure hunting is important for any pirate. mastering sword fighting was more a matter of wits than agility.
Sword fighting.
This is when I met Elaine, the love of my life. She was governor at the time. The test of thievery involved breaking into the governor's mansion. The security was heavy.
Ah, yeah, that's the piranha poodles. We had to give them a poisoned flower. But no
Things
poodles were
took an
harmed.
unexpected turn while I was working on the 3 trials.
What does that say?
Elaine was kidnapped and taken to Monkey Island by the nefarious ghost pirate LeChuck. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. I scraped together a crew. Carla, Otis, and Meathook joined me on my
Skipped
voyage
like
to
most
Monkey
of the
Island
game
to
at this
save
point.
Elaine. I scraped together a crew.
That's just the
Carla,
same.
Otis, and Meathook joined me on my voyage to Monkey Island to save Elaine. LeChuck thought he was in love with Elaine. My first ship was the Sea Monkey. I bought it at Stan's used ships with a letter of credit that I, sort of falsified.
Ripping the shopkeeper off. I wonder if he's still in business.
Monkey Island was a steaming volcanic mystery, covered with jungle and not found on any map. You had to brew a special potion just to find Monkey Island. I made some substitutions, but it got us there just the same. On the island was a gigantic monkey head statue with hidden catacombs underneath. The monkey head opened with a special key that you stuck in its ear.
That looks delightful.
I met an old castaway there, Herman Toothrot.
Oh,
He and the locals wrote a lot of
He's well
indignant
annoying.
letters to each other. LeChuck's ghostly ship was anchored in a lake of lava hidden beneath the island's surface.
that looks exactly like it does in the game. How lovely.
There were some people living there who claimed to be cannibals, but I think it was just a show for the tourists. We wound up back on Melee Island for the stunning conclusion to my first big adventure. I made it to the church just in time to stop the
Yes.
wedding. Or so I thought.
Lol.
It turned out Elaine already had everything under control. How does she do that?
Because she's a
By
woman.
then, I had learned that ghosts like LeChuck are vulnerable to root beer. Just trust me, it works, okay? It was the beginning of something magical. These are from the time I went to find the treasure of Big Whoop.
So this is Monkey Island 2 now.
I met my good friend Wally, who makes maps, and I stole his monocle. Good times. The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets.
Oh, this was the beginning of the game.
Elaine always seems to know when I need her.
At the end.
The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo taught me to make a voodoo doll, which came in handy more than once. Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned
Well,
into a
just
statue.
patience at Monkey Island 2.
LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up.
No, they've been integrated to Curse
The
of Monkey
fact that he
Island.
turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as
I
furniture.
thought this was starting after 2. Okay, it's interesting.
I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine.
Fucking hell. Bloody kids.
I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine. I got buried alive. It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set, matchmaker.
Does that one? I can quit out of this one. Sorry about that. Kid decided to come in totally naked when I'm on the camera.
It was around this time that I met Murray,
Sigh.
the all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle. Things backfired on LeChuck because Elaine and I got married when it was all over. Game, set. This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering.
Okay, so this is...
That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. Miga, this is the daisy we stomped on together. The wedding traditions are weird.
So I haven't played this
I wrote
recently.
a great haiku for the wedding invitation. I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do. Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an Australian billionaire and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
Oh, yeah, this is random mad monkey.
The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all.
Fighting
Or
game.
was it? Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. I made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it. LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the entire Caribbean.
This is
Or so it
Tails
seemed.
on the cards.
I had to wear a hook for a while. It came in handy. The death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does. I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure. I defeated LeChuck with this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Oh, wow, it's not just a pixelated little square anymore. Let's get more paper for the rest of my adventures. Okay. Well, I hope that's recapped your memories, guys. Achievements, nothing there. Credits. No credits. No, I need the credits. New game. Right, you ready to start the new game? It's exciting. Casual mode. All the story and all the fun, but with casual puzzles for the busy on-the-go player. Don't think we'll be doing casual mode. Hard mode. More puzzles, harder puzzles. The full monkey for the pro adventure gamer who wants it all. Yeah, baby. That's the one. Let's go! Certainly. Right. I'm going to show up now and watch the intro. Prelude.
Take this, LeChuck!
Guybrush, come over here. Gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
What's next?
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real. Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Come on. I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way. You have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
What the fuck? That's a bit random. Okay. So we're at the end of Monkey Island 2. Chucky has good
I once got a
ideas.
scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Okay, get some scurvy dogs. Muck around.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs. Some places you go have scurvy dog.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog.
Scurvy dogs. What's their speech? Surrounding the
It's
office.
locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
Tie up Chucky.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
I do anything other than get
I
scurvy
wonder if
dogs.
this is drinking water. Let's
Scary
not go
dog.
back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah,
that's where they
let's
came
get
off.
scurvy dogs
Right.
instead. I'm hungry.
That's inventory. Where's my my horse armor? Open to-do list. Oh, here we go. Junior Mighty Pyro. Buy scurvy dogs. Find outhouse key. Okay, so we keep track of what we gotta do. Guess that's a good thing. I can double click to run as well. Okay. Get some scurvy dogs.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. They
Snag
put it
the
on a
key.
leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Oh, let's run us.
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
I once had the hiccups.
That's where the outhouse key was.
Chicken foot fries. Grog. Let's get some grog. What's that? Don't slip on the grease.
Looks like they need a swabby in here. I'll never be the ship's swabby. That is really, really low.
Let's press tab to look at the thing. Right, okay. So these are all the things we can interact with. Scurvy dogs.
Did you know you can keep
Guy.
a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
Can we get a mug of grog, please?
I told you, grog's only for grown-ups. Stop wasting my time.
How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8.
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Pardon me. Please?
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I
Minnie the
don't
Moocher.
like kids. I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Oh well.
I guess never mind.
Don't worry
Hey,
then,
I know.
sir.
Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way. Coins fall out of people's pockets when they sit down in there.
I mean, the scurvy dogs look pretty disgusting, don't they? What do we want them? Flies all around them.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken foot fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Oh, look at that lovely fly there. Okay, let's go to the outhouse. Mess around in the outhouse.
It's locked. Good Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
Gotta use the key.
In France,
Use
they
key.
call a scurvy dog a chien score good. You unlocked it.
What's this? Is this like purple tentacle for arms?
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
There are coins down there.
Gross. Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No way. You do it.
Okay. Ugh. Gross. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
And this sludge. Nice.
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do. Where should we look?
All over. Do you see any coins?
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin. I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same...
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Okay. Let's search for coins in a pile of filth.
I don't see any coins, and I'm not putting my hands in that.
Leave the outhouse. I wonder if he'll take the fake coin.
It looks like a piece of 8, if you don't see very well.
I can't use it with anything. It's not very good. Vince tricky torches.
Hey, Chucky! It says you're supposed to wash your hands.
I never wash my hands.
Smash a couple of scurvy dogs. You can't cheat on this one, is it, Sony? I bet someone's already done a walkthrough for it by the end of today.
I have an extra tooth in the back. I can feel it with my tongue.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
So you can't see very well then. Well, that's handy, isn't it? How handy is that?
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
Lovely.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Ugh.
Yum! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do? Did you know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them? I wonder where those 2 people we were following went.
Let's go that way then, shall we? Do, 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 do.
That's my friend Dee. Hey, Dee.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Say it with me, we hate auto renewals. Subscribe for performance. Nice one, thanks, Flex.
At home, I've got a collection of old
Good
scurvy
man.
dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Playing Return to Monkey Island just came out this afternoon. No UI. Oh, is this the spitting contest here? The spitting contest things here.
Hey, Chucky.
No user
Wanna race?
interface.
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2,
The
1,
Fled Master.
go!
Go, 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 quick, quick, quick. Yeah,
I
baby.
win!
This is an official pirate robe. A wishing well.
I should find a coin to throw in.
Just gave a coin away. It's a rock. Surely a rock is interactive. Interact with a rock, no? Open gate.
Are we done here? We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Oh, well, let's not go that way. Oh, there is a coin there. The coin.
I should throw my coin in and make a wish.
I wish Tree had a moustache. I wish D would disappear. I wish for a cool plant. I wish for another scurvy dog. I wish we could speak backwards.
I wish for a cool plant.
A plant? What a waste of a wish.
Ooh.
Wow.
I take it back. That was the best.
Great.
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there, they're doing it wrong.
Okay. Read the sign, search for a four-leaf clover.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if. Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
If there was no sign saying not to do it, no one would be doing it. Oh, it's a four-leaf clover.
I found one.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
Bullet.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Let's put our scurvy dog.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
Man. Go. Tricky has good ideas. A duck.
I want to feed the duck.
Feed the
I can
duck.
stand on my head without using my hands.
Scurvy dog.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Let's go get some bread.
Hey, hands off.
Come on, Mum.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to
Say
feed the duck?
please.
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Will you pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
Got Matalan.
I once had the hiccup.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing?
Got it from my
Kids
mum, actually.
these days have no regard for
I've no
personal
idea.
property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah,
Blah, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah,
Okay.
blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
There we go.
Blah, blah.
So we don't
Blah,
want
blah,
it.
blah, blah.
Gotta run.
So
How
we
rude.
Talk about the anchor.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's
These
not a
annoy
very
me
good
already.
example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place?
Press
They
to
were used
skip
in
through
combat,
dialogue.
shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would. Then people know the current. But you can still on a modern.
much
And
is
that's
gonna
to
say about
that the
anchors?
little most ink about the but the
Wow.
the word they're called. Yeah.
LOL. If you missed anything, you can press comment to see if it's Sandy. Okay. Sometimes do skip by accident, so that's good. It's good that isn't it? Not a good feature, that.
This place is fun.
Is it? What's D doing? Kissing someone.
I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
Right, we finished this area now, I guess. Practice sword fight.
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way. You'll never catch up to my level.
I win.
I win.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Okay.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still pare you down to size.
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams.
You fight like kids.
Do you want a sword fight with me?
I've seen you fight. Come back in a few years, maybe.
Okay. I'm Guybrush Threepwood, and I want to be a mighty pirate. Oh, look.
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop. Oh, boy. That takes me back.
I like it when
What?
Chucky asks me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is this a long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
Okay. Ah, now the real game begins, I guess. Deep in the Caribbean. Oh, the music. Say it, end again. End game. Dominic Aramato as Guybrush Threepwood. David Fox. Dinky Gavin. Yay! Part 1, a friendly place. Achievement unlocked, part 1. An achievement for getting to part 1. Yay. Love achievements.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Well, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
All the background animation. Some serious effort went into that. What's all these eyes in? Chuck kidnapped my wife. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas. We've been enemies for my whole career. Guy steals all my best ideas. I better my own boy. Mine.
We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny, he said the same thing about you.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
That guy steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me. I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well,
See, like, got
I'm
on
gonna
his
hire a ship
chin.
and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
One my hand staring to my
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
We can go back to the island. Chat with the pirate lookout some more. It's like a mini lookout.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Mouse or rat. Let's go down here. To the lookout. Look, the houses have changed shape. Re-elect.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough
Carla?
on toughness. Re-elect Governor Carla. She's tough on toughness.
Okay. Stroll along the docks. The dock's bigger than it was before. Is this a scum burner? Time to talk to the pirate leaders.
Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are pirates. Damn pirate wannabes. I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
Let's do that first, then I feel like we go this way.
Oops, I almost forgot to duck into the Scum Bar to ask the pirate leaders to back my
It's
expedition.
forcing me to do it. Okay, I'll do it then. The music.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Yar. Yar.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
The back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new
I'm
expedition.
just gonna say in the back. In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
Okay. A collectible card trivia book.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
In the back of the scum bar is the kitchen, a giant whale, a fishing trophy on the cellar. The kitchen. Yay! Got it right. What does that give me? $1 million. Oh, there's 10 pages of those. Okay.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Circus act. A circus act. The Fratellimans. Oh, the video changes. Interesting. There's more metal out here.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you? Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Where are the three older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Is it you I should talk to about?
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition? Who is it that you think you are exactly?
You don't know who I am.
Just a humble pirate, unworthy to be in your august presence.
And yet, here you are. Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him? Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
It's not exactly a raid, exactly it's a raid. Find the secret.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value. It's a prize of incredible cultural value. It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved. It's a personal passion of mine. I'd rather find it.
It's a personal passion of mine. I really want to find it.
Your weird fetishes are not something I need to hear about.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out. I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going? Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
No, we'll just go with the trick then.
Well, the
shall
slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies. Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own.
To the desk.
If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Okay, right, let's go have a look at this ship over here. Sounds the chum ship. Voodoo ship. Le ship.
How clever. Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Absolutely, let's be swabby. Have you got anything more senior? No offense, we got my own expedition together.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
I could be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree?
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Yeah, that's what I thought. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm afraid I can't hire you after all.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Dr. Flexitron is now playing Played Up.
Hey.
Threepwood, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes I impersonate him at parties, just for fun. We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Snap Shizzle heard a rumor.
Hey.
What is it?
Can I be on your ship if I change my name?
Only if you also change your face. Sorry.
Hey.
What is it?
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
What's the rumor?
Hey.
Is it a rumor of the secret?
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
None of your business. Okay. Open the trivia book. Check my coin.
I've got a few coins for incidentals. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Thank goodness I brought
This
my
has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years. This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
Talk to pirate leaders to get money. Use wads of cash to outfit expedition. Get a fine ship. Join LeChuck's crew as a new. That's the new plan. Solve problem. Quartermaster recognizes me and won't hire me. Get them up. Seize LeChuck's ship at the earliest opportunity. Find the secret we can. Relive the glory days. Yay! Okay, let's go over this way.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
All your characters are back. It's so exciting. Wash.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Scumbar.
Elaine?
Guybrush!
Wait, are
fast.
you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Question is Elaine that kid's mum or not? I was hoping you'd turn up in this story. How's your scurvy prevention project? You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island. Remind me how long we've been married?
Remind me how long we've been married?
Well, it still feels like the first day somehow.
You'd never say that to your wife, really, would you? Getting slapped around the face. Remind me how long we've been married?
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You won't believe how I'm getting to Monkey Island.
I've known you a long time. Try me.
I'm planning to sign on to LeChuck's crew, mutiny them, and take the ship.
Oh, dear. Isn't there an easier way?
Oh, trust me, that is the easy way.
Oh no, real voodoo going out of business. Oh no. She's going out of business? Oh my god.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
Oh.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
No, you say bye 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 first.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Dr. Flexatron invited you to play It Up. Uh-oh.
The problem with this statue is it's
Well, I'm
not
only
a
planning on
statue of
playing this
Elaine,
for an hour and a
the
half.
best ever governor of Melee.
I want to keep it going. I don't want to do it all in one go. So I may play, sure.
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Portobello. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
Pulling down that what? Wait.
Going out of business? This place is an institution. They're having a half-off sale.
Oh no, alright.
Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
I mean, ever since we last saw each other, it's been years. Going in search of a secret Monkey Island, I plan to get a ship with Chuck and the others.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to
Is this
come.
the hint system?
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge.
So how do I use it? Let's just have a look. How do I get a mop? How do I join the ship's crew without being recognised? Right, okay. So you just ask it, and I guess it just gives you some. I'm not going to use it unless I get really, really stuck.
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Your sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business signs?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
Some voodoo damage.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
Can dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts. Where can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
I don't suppose you sell mops.
I cannot guide you on matters of mops. The true master is the cook at the scum bar.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Are you able to see what LeChuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of LeChuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Dark-er? What's that supposed to mean?
LeChuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there. Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Will I succeed?
Achievement depends mostly on the definition of success.
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
No. That's it. Nope. Fuck off.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty.
Ring's empty.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks.
It's a creepy shrunken head with long, stringy hair.
I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
Not very practical. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy. Pointy,
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads,
gosh.
or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts...
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Pardon me. There's no rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle, that's a shame.
Looks like it's been there forever. Not for me.
Sticky ball. Musty ball.
Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle.
Like if he squats down to look at the bombshells.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here?
Hey.
Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Trivia card. Okay, nothing else in here. So, trivia. Trivia book. How many mop trees are there? What? It's gonna be the question.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Novelty store. Never heard a novelty store there before.
Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
Wally's Mops, Maps and more. Not Mops and more. What's that here? Should we go and speak to Wally?
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle.
Graffiti.
This place has kind of gone downhill.
Graffiti here, graffiti there.
Elaine would never have stood for
Graffiti
this when she was
everywhere.
governor. What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that?
Let's go and speak to Wally.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned, and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Looking for a mop.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
A bit cold today. To have a map to the
You
secret
wouldn't
monkey
happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh.
Cartograph.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
I'd have to steal his monocle this time.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason.
What's going on?
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
I didn't know you made globes, too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Well, right here I can hear like a crackling sound. It's supposed to be like the flame of the... Strange. A map of monsters.
I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Huh, never seen one of those before. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. It looks expensive and shiny. I like shiny. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. That looks like a treacherous voyage. It says rating, cursed black diamond. I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
Whew, looks chilly up there. It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away.
None of this was any use, was it? Okay. Bye, Wally. Meanwhile, on the joke ship.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done! Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Dear, this town doesn't look too healthy, does it? What's this? Key shop. Locksmith. A note.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Oh. He has closed down.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better. Aye.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem.
Kitty. Triggered. Psst. Psst. Oh wow, look at this. Looks like it is. They did the old game.
It seems to be stuck closed.
How cool. Oh, we can't look at the circus poster.
Employees only.
Employees only. There's no one pissed in us this time. Where's Shine Top?
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Bless the little cotton socks. Is it the jail?
A visitor! Wait.
It's Otis.
Guybrush
Stay up.
Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan! Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Big news, I'm going after the secret Monkey Island. What did they get you for this time? I assume you'll be here when I get back.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore, but maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that. What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Bust him out.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Ooh, we've got a monocle. Let's use that.
Watch your boot.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget. It says, jail rules. 1. No escaping. Any writing that was once here has been rubbed away.
How's your day going?
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
I've got Stan music. Sorry to see you in jail. I was really hoping to buy shit from you. What did you do to get arrested? Would it help if I brought you out of jail?
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice. Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Sure thing. See you later.
Yep.
Yep. Ugly jail.
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Yeah, we are living the life.
We got
You look like you're having a good time. That's nice.
The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog. This is the number for the jail cell lock. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. The pen is mightier than the sword. It makes things look bigger.
Very bright. Wasn't he got on there about breaking what's his name out of prison? I guess it's not a to-do
I
list.
don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
There's no poodles. Take the back way into the island's interior. Alright, that takes us to the main bit then. Okay. Try and get in the governor's mansion, I guess. Just open the door and walk in.
Carla.
It's the sword master.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking. When was the last time you had a bath? Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
I hope you're not still sore about that thing with the ship that one time.
Ancient history.
Oh, good.
I can think of plenty of more recent things to hold against you.
Oh.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
I'm not automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married.
I can see that. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Losing track of what we're talking about.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Pick up the trivia card. Okay. So it's quite a good game, isn't it? I feel like we've not really got into it yet, but I'm gonna leave it there for tonight, I think. So we don't burn it all in one go. So let me see who we can raid. Done an hour and a half. Doesn't feel like, you know, that long, but it's long enough, I think. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be streaming it again. I'm not sure if it'll be tomorrow night or Wednesday. I probably will do tomorrow night, actually. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Here we go. I'm gonna raid Amiga Live.